Sam Altman has named 5 levels of artificial intelligence. What are these levels? AI agents will soon manage your computer for you. Anthropic will convince you of this. Incredible news from Boston Dynamics that will revolutionize the field of humanoid robots. Elon Musk is boosting his projects. Updates on the Tesla Optimus robot and SpaceX research. Welcome to the Channel World 5.0. The latest news from the world of high technology is here. Let's go. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman recently shared his vision of the 5 levels of artificial intelligence. The first is chatbot-like AI, such as GPT, which we are already familiar with. The second is reasoning AI, which, according to Altman, includes OpenAI's latest O1 model. The third level consists of AI agents that people can trust to complete specific tasks entirely on their own. An AI agent doesn't need instructions on how or what to do. It will choose the optimal path and make all necessary decisions itself. For example, it could book airline tickets at the best price and pay for them with your credit card, filling out all the forms. The fourth level involves innovators capable of creating knowledge. And the fifth is fully autonomous entities that operate with almost no human involvement. A few years ago, this might have seemed unrealistic, but now it all feels inevitable. As confirmation of this, Anthropic has released a beta version of a full-fledged AI agent capable of operating a computer just like a human. The model analyzes the image on the screen, decides on the necessary actions, and moves the cursor. The AI can not only find information but also save it to your calendar, reply to emails, fill out your tax return on a website, and much more. Interestingly, from time to time, the model gets bored and starts wandering the web, scrolling through scenic photos instead of continuing to complete its assigned task. These are the drawbacks of an early AI version. It's not yet perfect. This is reflected in its speed and the fact that the agent still doesn't know how to drag objects with a mouse. But the reason the innovation hasn't been made publicly available lies elsewhere. Security. Until developers are confident that the model is protected from hacking, only a limited circle of researchers will be able to work with it. At the same time, Anthropic needs to hurry with its new AI agent since the company has likely, for the first time, surpassed OpenAI in something. However, there are rumors that Sam Altman also has AI agents in development, and in the race for the market, he will likely present them soon. Ultimately, in 5 to 10 years, we'll no longer sit down at our computers to work. AI will handle all the routine tasks. A new video was recently released, giving us insight into the development of the Optimus robot. First, its walking has become smoother, and it now has the ability to go up and down stairs. Second, a similar robot has learned to independently explore new spaces, map its surroundings, and plan routes using only visual data. Third, we see the ability to carry heavier objects, as well as the robot's capability to find its charging station on its own when its battery is running low. Additionally, Optimus has learned to respond to and interact with people using voice and gestures. While this might not be as impressive as the acrobatics, dancing, and long jumps like Uni3's G1 humanoid robot, the goals of these robots are entirely different. Optimus is designed to be useful in factories, while G1 serves as a testing platform for researchers. Were you waiting for news from Boston Dynamics about the new Atlas robot? Here it is. To make the robot truly useful, the creators of the world's most dynamic and coolest robots is teaming up with the Toyota Research Institute. Why? To turn the new Atlas robot from just an acrobat into a genuinely smart and practical machine. A robot that can understand how to act in the surrounding environment without human guidance. And in this direction, Toyota engineers are already doing enormous work. For several years, they have been developing the LBM, Large Behavioral Model. It's an equivalent to a large language model, but designed for robots. Just as a large language model enables ChatGPT to generate new text from millions of words and sentences, the LBM will allow robots to form sequences of actions in a given environment with specific objects based on extensive training data. This is an incredibly complex task, and although the Toyota Research Institute managed to train robots to prepare certain dishes in a short amount of time, it's still not the same level. Those experiments involved only manipulators, robotic arms. However, in this case, the entire robot's body will need to be utilized. Moreover, while the range of movements in TRI's robotic arms roughly match the capabilities of human operators, the key feature of Atlas is that its joints rotate 360 degrees, meaning the principles of movement must be entirely different. Of course, Toyota engineers' methods aren't limited to operator data. The TRI team has developed a system that allows robotic arms to be controlled through virtual reality goggles and tactile gloves, enabling users to see and feel what the robot senses. Pilots performed tasks, corrected errors, and recorded results. Then, the robots ran countless simulations to refine their skills, taking into account various task conditions and desired outcomes. Now, researchers don't just have robotic arms, but one of the most advanced robots in the world, or at least we hope so. After all, we know very little about the new Atlas. It's evident that it's neither as fast nor as powerful as its hydraulic predecessor. However, Boston Dynamics' reputation makes us believe in its perfection. Despite the complexity of the task, we believe this team can finally revolutionize the development of universal humanoid robot technologies. And what do you think? The Chinese company Robot Era decided that the Great Wall of China wasn't a sufficient challenge for their robots, so they sent them to a marathon in the Gobi Desert. One metal dude was given sneakers while the other was sent barefoot. This is a new robot model called Star One. And although its gait looks amusing, it seems to work, helping the robot maintain balance. Here's an interesting fact. The robot wearing shoes started later but managed to catch up with its barefoot competitor and then overtook it. The champion's maximum speed was 3.6 meters per second. According to the developers, the robots can instantly process information about the surrounding environment and adapt to it. They can walk, run, and jump, whether on roads, sand, or tall grass. Interestingly, the manufacturers also claim intellectual capabilities for these robots. Supposedly, Star One can acquire new skills thanks to AI. We'll believe that when we see something more than amusing running. Robots are becoming increasingly versatile. For example, engineers at MAB Robotics have made their quadruped robot, Honeybadger, waterproof, so it can follow you both on land and along the bottom of a river, if necessary. On a more serious note, the robot is primarily designed for inspecting pipes, underground tunnels, and similar locations. Standing 50 centimeters tall and weighing 12 kilograms, the robot is equipped with a LiDAR, a thermal imaging camera, and an RGB camera. Additionally, it can carry up to 2 kilograms of extra equipment. The Chinese company Limex Dynamics has unveiled a new dynamic robot, Tron 1. It's a miniature version of the AT-ST Walker from Star Wars, ready to tackle any terrain straight out of the box. You can buy it for a relatively modest price for robots, $15,000. Tron 1 is designed for researchers. The robot can move across any terrain using 3 types of legs. The simplest have spherical tips, followed by feet that resemble human ones, and finally, wheels. The first type is best for running through forests. The second is ideal for research into humanoid mobility, and the wheels are excellent on flat roads but can also help the robot climb obstacles. The robot stands 85 centimeters tall, weighs 20 kilograms, and can run for about 2 hours on a single charge. There's no escaping or hiding from the ANYmal robot by ETH Zurich now. Previously, the robot had already mastered walking underwater, speeding on wheels, climbing stairs, calling elevators while standing on 2 legs, and now it has also learned to scale open staircases and ladders. It does this 232 times faster than any other quadrupedal or humanoid robot, as precisely calculated by its developers. To achieve this, engineers came up with a new design. It allows the robot to both grip the ladder rungs and pull itself up, but legs alone aren't enough. The robot also needs to understand what to do with them. For this, the engineers developed a new learning policy. In short, they created a system with a virtual teacher and student. The teacher knew all the initial data, such as the angle of the staircase and the distance between rungs. The student observed and tried to replicate, relying only on information from its own sensors. Then, the knowledge from the virtual student was transferred to the real robot. Developers report a 90% success rate in tests. So while Elon Musk limits the speed of his robot so we can outrun it, Zurich engineers are doing everything to ensure ANYmal will catch up with us for sure. The Chinese company UB has unveiled its new robot, Walker S1, which is already working at a BYD factory. This humanoid robot, standing 172 centimeters tall and weighing 76 kilograms, carries boxes, tightens screws, assembles, and sorts parts. It is now learning to do these tasks faster and better than humans. China is currently experiencing a significant labor shortage. especially a lack of engineers and skilled workers. While the ranks of engineers are replenished annually by record numbers of university graduates, young people are in no hurry to take up manual labor jobs. As a result, 70% of operations in the rapidly developing automotive industry are already automated with industrial robots. UB Tech developers have estimated that 20% of the remaining 30% can be automated using humanoid robots, leaving only 10% for humans. Most of these tasks will involve management and supervision. The new Walker S1 is designed to address precisely this challenge. In addition to BYD, the company is also collaborating with Dongfeng Motor, Volkswagen's joint venture, and Geely. It's also reported that UB Tech has already received orders for 500 robots from other automaker factories. And the last one. Elon Musk shared some of the most absurd regulatory demands delaying the testing of his dream project, the Starship spacecraft. You wouldn't believe the kind of reports SpaceX is required to produce. For example, the company had to conduct a study on whether the rocket could hit a shark in the ocean if it fell. However, when SpaceX requested shark data, researchers were denied access as the data supposedly exists, but the regulatory authorities do not trust it. When Musk's team managed to address the shark issue, they received a new request. What if the rocket falls underwater and explodes? Would whales suffer hearing damage? According to Elon, the chances of his rocket hitting a shark or a whale are indeed non-zero, and in such cases, the marine life would be unlucky. But the likelihood of such an event is extremely low. Musk then joked that such problems could be solved if the rocket could transform into a submarine underwater. It would be an incredible feat of physics, but we're not capable of it, the entrepreneur added. By the way, this isn't the first time SpaceX has faced such levels of bureaucratic complexity. Essentially, the company is constantly conducting studies on how various aspects of a launch affect birds, reptiles, fish, and so on. Despite all this, the project is progressing. Now it's clear why it's moving so slowly. That's all for now, dear friends. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Soon, we'll be bringing you some truly hot news. To make it happen even faster, support us with a like. It really helps.